No, I think that if you look at dance music, Manchester more or less got the ball rolling with Acid House at the Hacienda, moving into Manchester, which was very much a hybrid of dance and rock. So no, I mean, if you look at nowadays, bands like Everything Everything and Delphic, Elbow, I Am Clue, they're not really indie groups in the strict tradition. I mean, indie, shoegazy is usually quite a depressing sort of aura to it. So no, I mean, I think that Manchester has too many bands of all different kinds to be rooted in indie. I don't think that ever happened actually.
Oh, definitely. I mean, like some of the bands that I know and hang around with, like phenomenal talent. Like if you only have to visit some of the open mics in town, such as like at the Brunswick every Thursday, my friends Nick Medici run a night there. It's absolutely fantastic. The pool of talent in Manchester is unbelievable. It really does have a future, definitely.
There was quite a lot of things I would suggest. So one of the key things is you've got to take it really seriously. Rehearse a lot. What's it like James Strummer always used to call it the 3 R's: write, rehearse, record. Obviously not spelled right, that's the joke. But that's really important, just keep writing stuff all the time. We're talking about bands just starting off here. So if you've got 4 or 5 songs you think are really good, try and write 4 or 5 more and just rehearse non-stop.
You just have to keep going. That's the same advice you're going to give anybody really. Manchester has a huge it's left a huge mark on the world of music, and I think that we're viewed as England's musical city, even much more so than London. You know, there's no other city in England that you can name that's influenced, turned out as many groups as we have. My God, the list is endless. We should have a star walk round Manchester with all the bands that have, you know, done it. It's just one of those weird places. I do not know why, you know, but I'm happy to be part of it. I'm very proud to be part of it. And, you know, wherever I go in the world, it's great to celebrate the people that put you where you are, you know. And Rob Gretton did say that we've got a lot to thank the people of Manchester for. I think as a group, Joy Division and New Order did their bit though by entertaining the city for 16 years with the bloody Hacienda. So I suppose we did give a lot back.
Mainly Oasis, because when I started playing guitar when I was like 14, like Oasis had just hit like really big. So like Noel Gallagher's writing and songs was just like a big influence on me, especially as like a young guitar player. Really were, and just like the Stone Roses, fantastic like musicianship. So they're like the main 2 bands that I always think of.
No coincidence that 2 of the biggest bands that came out of Manchester that we used to rehearse next door to, the Stone Roses and Oasis, and they rehearse every day. We used to think it's quite funny because Oasis do the same riff every day. They practice one riff, Alvina Walrus, over and over again, endless, round and round about, and you hear Noel go, stop, do it again, and be drilling that band. I mean, those bands worked hard, they had a real good work ethic.
When I think of bands from Manchester, my God, there's too many. There's too many bands from Manchester. I suppose, you know, I'm more fixated on the factory side of it, so I always tend to think of Joy Division, New Order, Happy Mondays, all those, but my God, there's a lot. You know, so, I mean, one of the weird things about Manchester is it consistently churns out loads of groups, and nobody knows why. And it eclipses nearly every city in the world, which I'm very, very happy about, but I still can't find an explanation.
I think Tony Mills did a lot of stuff in Manchester, but he wasn't the whole story. I think the story's kind of got changed now that, you know, at that time it was him, he did everything. But there's all these other bands like Smiths and the Stone Roses had nothing to do with Tony Wilson. They weren't manufactured on different labels. They didn't come through the Hacienda. So I think that trouble is all kind of rock music histories. They get narrowed down to very, very narrow stories. Well, there's other stuff going on as well.
Well, both me and Lorna, we're already in like Manchester bands. So just like we're really good friends. So we just had a jam one day and realised that we had a bit of connection. So we started writing. Simple as that. And then we were mutual friends with Ollie anyway. So we got him in on bass, started writing a few songs, and just progressed from there really.
Impossible question because there's so many bands come out of Manchester. I mean, obviously, I think at my age, I think of Joy Division, Buzzcocks, but then of course you think of all the Manchester stuff like the Mondays, the Roses. But then there's also Smiths, New Order, The Fall, and there's like loads of really good young bands in town now. And that's the great thing about Manchester, you can't sum it up in one band. Like in Liverpool, you say the Beatles. I mean, that's a hell of a band to come out and see. But Manchester, I think the most important thing about Manchester is not about one band or one collection of bands. It's an endless conveyor belt of really inventive and interesting bands.
Self-belief. And you have to keep on going. You have to believe that the next song you're going to write is your best one. And you just have to struggle. And it is a struggle. You know, people forget how difficult it was for us to establish Joy Division, how difficult it was for us to establish New Order, the trials and tribulations that the Stone Roses went through. It's a tough job, and you have to have the ultimate self-belief. And when someone tells you you're no good, you're nothing. And that's how you get ahead. You've got to keep on going. And that's the only advice you can give to anyone.